Hello guys, welcome to the channel Acroyd. Um, Today I will continue with Nizam Ezekiel as I have promised earlier that today I will discuss the characteristics of Nizam Ezekiel's poetry. And another thing is that before starting I want to confess something that see guys that I cannot provide you pompous background and nice background with nice edited videos, but one thing I can assure you people that whatever I will provide, the content, that will be, I will not say that that will be sufficient, but it would be, it will be like good for you. At least that will give you the my content will definitely gonna provide you a different aspect or aspects that you can think literature in a different way. So whoever is planning for research, obviously the net aspirants, the whoever is taking reading literature, most of the students are thinking about that. So you will definitely get that different view, different way to read literature, different way, in different ways. So today I will continue with Nizam Ezekiel and the characteristics of Nizam Ezekiel's poetry. And the most important, as I have said, that Indianness is one of the most important aspect of Nizam Ezekiel's poetry. Before going into the Indianness, the characteristic of Nizam Ezekiel, I want to add one more characteristics of Nizam Ezekiel, that is simplicity. The simplicity that Nizam Ezekiel used in his poetry, that is that what makes him a different poet from the others. That's why in Indian poetry tradition, he has marked the age. That's why we always consider that pre-Ezekiel period and Ezekiel period. And he has been considered as the linker between the pre-independent and the post-independent, and the linker between the Ezekiel, that Derozio period and post-Derozio period. So these things are very much important just because of the simplicity that binds in his poetry, that binds the philosophy and poetry together. So there is a wording in Hindi that you can teach anyone anything, that you can teach how to talk, how to stand, how to behave, but sadgi, that is the meaning of simplicity, you cannot teach anyone. That is innate. This simplicity has been found in extensively in all of his poetries. If we talk about Night of the Scorpion, if we talk about Goodbye Party for Miss Puspa T.S., if we talk about The Professor, Philosophy, The Traitor, The Doctor, Later Day Psalms, and Background, and if we talk about the Railway Clerk, and in all his poetries, we found we find these characteristics, that is simplicity. And if we talk about these particular characteristics, like the most important, that is enterprise, and that the poem Enterprise is also very much important from every aspect. If we talk about Indianness, if we talk about simplicity, if we talk about philosophical views, so there is a line in the poem Enterprise. A section claimed its liberty to leave the group. I always tell my student or the followers or all of my brothers, sisters. So I always say, we are walking on a street and we have some we have a particular destination to reach. But the thing is that before thinking about the destination and before considering the destination as the ultimatum, what is our duty? That is, enjoy the journey. When we are preparing for the NET examination, when we are preparing for the PhD examinations and all, yep, when we are preparing for the MA final year, final semester examination, we are considered about, we are completely think about how much I will score, and we think about whether I will qualify in NET or not. We again think about whether I will be selected in PhD or not. But we never enjoy the journey. Think about how much effort you are giving for that particular achievement. Enjoy that. One of my friend always suggests that don't think about, he regularly, almost regularly used to say me that don't think about whether you will achieve or not, what you are thinking that you will someday will get that, get. So forget all these things. Just enjoy the journey. Otherwise, the things will happen that you will lose your stamina. Otherwise, you will definitely lose hope, and you will just you will definitely leave the path. That may happen. So that's why I always suggest, as I also feel that don't think about where to go and where to reach, but I am trying, I am walking, that I will enjoy. That this simplicity has been described in the poem Enterprise. So this is a kind of life philosophy that is also expressed in APJ Abdul Kalam's writing Wings of Fire. So in that book he is saying, he is telling the same thing. So a section claimed its liberty to leave the group. And another important line, and it's a very amazing line: we reached the place, we hardly know why we are there. We hardly know why we are there. हमें पता नहीं है हमें कहाँ जाना है. अगर पता भी है, फिर भी हम पहुँचने के बाद सोचते हैं कि हम क्यों पहुँचे. See, think about my life. I want to be always a mechanical engineer. But now see, I have studied literature, completed my masters in literature, NET, now doing PhD, taught in colleges, universities, wherever. So whatever. So the things are that where you want to reach, where you have reached, doesn't matter. You are taking the steps and you are doing the journey. Now the important that Indianness, the Indianness, this Indianness has different perspectives. Okay, so there is a spiritual aspects. There you can explain Indianness from a different perspective. That is from spiritual perspective, superstitious perspective, and geographical perspective. You can explain from a language perspective. So as I have mentioned in the earlier video, that he was very much fascinated with the language and its beauty and its variation. He is very much fascinated with that. So probably who have gone through this Nizam-e-Zikr, they know that he has used the language that is called Babu English. In Babu English, what is called Babu English or Babu Angrezi? So Babu Angrezi, according to 1891, Babu English is in writ. Probably the name of the, may I be wrong. So Babu English is in writ, published in British Library. I will attach the portion, the image of that book at the end of the video. So it is published in 1891, British Library, where the particular use of that language, how like what is Babu Angrezi or Babu English is, that has been explained there. So this Babu English has a special characteristics like the normal day. Suppose I am saying someone we haven't met for a long time, and this is the normal way of talking. If I am talking this saying this in Babu Angrezi or Babu English, that long time no see. So this kind of funny thing is that Babu Angrezi, and he has actually used in poetry, instead of simple present tense, he has used extensively present continuous tense almost in all his poetries. So the thing is that so Babu Angrezi and Babu English is very much important in Ezekiel's poetry. In Goodbye Party for Miss Puspa T.S., where he has used this Babu Angrezi style. Miss Puspa is smiling and smiling. Miss Puspa is smiling and smiling, even for no reason, but simply because she is feeling. Miss Puspa is smiling and smiling, even for no reason, but simply because she is feeling. So he tried to explain that continuous overflow of powerful feelings. So it's like the continuous form. Miss Puspa, who is going for the future prospect to the abroad. This is the story of the poetry. So she is going to abroad, and now all the members around her, and they are bidding goodbye to Miss Puspa. And in the poem, another important poem, a very Indian poem in Indian English, a very Indian poem in Indian English, a fantastic poem, fantabulastic poem, where he has mentioned in the lines, other day I am reading in newspaper. So I am reading in newspaper. In the next line in the bracket he has written, every day I am reading Times of India to improve my English language. Here is a funny thing. When actually I don't know with the ICSE student or CBSE student, probably they don't need these things, or probably they need these things. And for Bengali medium students, as I faced as a Bengali medium student, and probably with the Hindi medium students or the students from the colloquial languages, Tamil medium student or Telugu medium students, it may happen. So I have been forced to read the newspapers to um, improve my English, the way of talking and the vocabulary. But what is the immaturity with me at that moment? I was so different kind of. Uh, I always stay in a different kind of world. So I used to buy the newspaper to watch the photos of actresses and always follow the film page, and never read a single line. Never read a single line. So it is a kind of now I can remember, and I can smile and I can laugh when I stay alone. So apart from that, other day, the first line, the other day I am reading in newspaper. So when we say I am reading in newspaper every day, so generally we say I used to read, I used to read, or I read, other day that I read in newspaper. But here consciously used, I am reading in newspaper. So this is the use of Babu Angrezi, and you will find this use of Babu Angrezi in most of his poems. And next one, the most important part of Indianness, that is integrity. That as a Indian, we know that what it means to be Indian, that we are all equal. we may be Bengalis, we may be Assamese, we may be Punjabis, we may be Tamil, we may be Telugu people, we may be Bihari, Maharashtrian, Gujarati. But what is the definition of us? We are all Indians. That integrity. So this you can find in all the poems of Nizam Ezekiel. So in a poem, he has mentioned in India also, Gujaratis, Maharashtrians, Hindiwalas, all brothers. Though I have differences, so I must complete the line. Though some are having funny habits, in India also, Gujaratis, Maharashtrians, Hindiwalas, all brothers, though some are having funny habits. We have different characteristics. So that is the definition of India. Unity in the diversity, right? So that is also there, the integrity that he explained in all through all his poetries. So we can understand his love for this country, and he respect this country as they have been like their community has been um, completely taunted, jeered by that Bene Israel term that is inferior, to show inferiority to them. But he is always conscious about that. He always attached to the land. He is conscious about Indian people, Indian sufferings, Indian constitution, and even he is conscious about Indian geographical structures, places, everything. So in the next point, traditional Indian customs, even the culture of India, Indian culture, he has expressed in his poetry so well. Think about Indian tradition. We have the habit of having lassi, not the wine. This is Indian culture. So these wine, daru, these all things are not Indian. Wine, daru is not our culture. It's their culture. That is British culture. So he has mentioned the superiority of lassi over wine. So you want one glass lassi, very good for digestion, with little salt, lovely drink, better than wine. Not that I am ever tasting the wine. I am the total teetotaler, completely total. Think about, in if you as I was there in Delhi, and so we know, in my place we don't have that habit. We have that having curd, that is the dahi, that is sweet. Most of the people used to take sweet dahi as a dessert. So in no, Delhi, Rajasthan, UP, Haryana, Punjab, in all these places they have the habit of taking lassi, and instead of lassi they can take chas, that is salty. And for Amul company there are two different flavors, and one is with plain salt and one is masala. But my background is as a Bengali, so my friends used to take that salted thing, but I failed to take. I once took that salted test and the masala test, and the next day I couldn't take that. So that is mentioned. Think about, as a Maharashtrian, he knows the food habits also. So he is talking about the lassi, the Indian tradition, very good for digestion, with little salt, lovely drink, better than wine. And this is his kind of Indianness, Indian tradition. And with that, we are always a low level country. People think about that, and he highlighted that sufferings of Indians. That means from the beginning, we Indians always suffered a lot. And in his poems, hymns in darkness, where he explained that the pain, the sufferings of the normal people, that is, for a visitor to the flood affected areas of Balasar, Mayurbhanj, and Cuttack in North Bihar. So he has that geographical idea about the small places. He has the clear idea about the people who are staying in those places. They are not from the cities, they are from the village background. And the places he is mentioning, that is at that moment, that those places were village, not the metro cities like Bombay, not the metro cities like at that moment Kolkata, not the metro cities like Delhi, not the metro cities like Madras, so not Hyderabad. So he is mentioning, he is using that village area where the flood, the devastating flood has completely destroyed things and the sufferings of those people. And the next, with that sufferings, in his poem Entertainment, he has mentioned an, uh, one of the finest thing that I found, that the sufferings of a monkey. We are all familiar, probably. I know that probably we are familiar about the monkey and the masters, how the masters tie the monkeys and use the stick to just to order the monkeys to dance, and for the entertainment of the local people. So how the pain of that monkey, that has been expressed in the poem Entertainment. And with that, that how people, if you notice that people are very different, like they are always tricky. They want that someone should entertain them, and they are not ready to pay that entertainment fee. So for that master, in that poem he expressed that people are watching, but they are not ready to pay. They are not paying actually. So the pain for the monkey and pain for the master. And another important, that I mentioned, that he has that geographical consciousness. He has mentioned in the um, goodbye party for Miss Puspa TS, where he mentioned about Gujarat, Balasar, Surat. And another poem that is important, the important for his ideas of suffering, what he has suffered, that is background, as I have already mentioned. He mentioned the inner and the outer storms, the Indian landscapes sears my eyes. Even when he was in the school life, he has been tortured, he has been jeered, he has been taunted by the Christians, by the Muslims, by the Hindus. So though he has been tortured, though he has been though he has been taunted, but still he mentioned, my backward place is where I am. He always mentioned that I am Indian. And in all his poetry, in the Night of the Scorpion, if you see the Night of the Scorpion, in that poem, and the technical things you will find over internet, and I am telling a little bit. So um, there he mentioned that people are coming, the peasants, when they got the news that someone has that scorpion has bitten the lady. So when they got, they are coming to attend them, but they are chanting gods. So this kind of superstitious things what generally happen in Indian villages, and they don't know about what to do and what not to do. So this is a commonest thing in Indian scenario. So the husband of the lady, that pouring the paraffin, can you imagine pouring the paraffin and just put the match on that, to just this kind of unconscious, it's not that uh, I would rather say that they don't know what to do, they don't have that idea after the bite, what they must do. So still the he has used this kind of colloquiality, the idea of Indianness, and there at the end of the poem Night of the Scorpion, he said, uh, thank God, the lady said, thank God the scorpion picked me, not my child or children. So here he expressed that Indian moms, he has portrayed the Indian moms. I know but that there is no definition for mothers. If it is Indian moms, they are whatever they are saying, and the moms they are from Britain, from Scotland, from America, California, maybe from Australia, Africa, wherever from there, they will say the same thing. But think about at that moment, he has just he is expressing the uh, emotion, the Indian emotion. Thank God that scorpion picked me, not my child. So this is for all today, and as I have expressed, as I have told you that Indianness, the characteristic of Nazim Ezekiel's poetry. I would end this video with this short thing, that if you find that my video is enough from this point of view for a new idea that is coming to your mind, or you can think a new way how you can treat literature for PhD entrance or PhD interviews, or you can think that that is enough. Not enough from Indianness or Indian ideas, the love for India of Nazim Ezekiel, and enough for MA literature students. So please like my channel, subscribe my channel, and I will give you in future the different ways and to enjoy literature. Thank you.